Welcome to my YouTube channel The Storyline. Here you will watch and listen the horror and scared stories. Here is the full horror story of the silent twins June and Jennifer Gibbons, a chilling real-life psychological tale of obsession, isolation, and death. This isn't a made-up story, it's all tragically, eerily true. June and Jennifer Gibbons were born on 11th April 1963 to Caribbean immigrant parents in Wales. From a very early age, they spoke only to each other, and even that was in a private language no one else could understand. Teachers and family were baffled. They were otherwise intelligent girls, but they lived in a world of their own. As children, they moved in perfect synchronicity. If one stopped walking, the other stopped. If one refused to eat, the other starved too. Doctors were unnerved by the telepathic intensity of their connection. They were like shadows, one couldn't move without the other. Teachers report. They were diagnosed with selective mutism, but it went far beyond that. It was as if they only existed when they were together, and when apart, they collapsed. By their teens, they had retreated completely from the outside world, living only in their bedroom. They wrote airy short stories and novels filled with violence, crime, and murder. Some featured twin characters who killed each other to survive. They kept elaborate diaries. In one entry, Jennifer wrote, "No friends. Don't want to go to school. I hate my sister. Yet I'm the only one who understands her. I want her to die." In another, June wrote, "We are both holding each other back. There is a murderous gleam that only one of them could truly. Dear Lord, I'm scared of one twin had to die for the other to be free." As they grew older, the twins began committing acts of vandalism and arson. They set multiple buildings on fire, sometimes laughing while watching them burn. Eventually, they were caught and sentenced to Broadmoor Hospital, a high-security psychiatric facility. They were only 19. There, they were diagnosed as psychopaths and spent over 11 years in Broadmoor, often drugged and isolated. Staff reported disturbing behavior. They would sit motionless for hours. They spoke in a low, secret language only to each other. One would appear catatonic while the other moved, as if sharing one consciousness. Doctors began to suspect they weren't mentally ill, but locked in a psychological prison of their own making. In the final years at Broadmoor, the twins began speaking more openly to journalist Marjorie Wallace. She sensed that something terrifying was happening. Jennifer confided, "I'm going to die soon. We've decided." Marjorie didn't believe her. But on the day they were finally being transferred to a lower security hospital, Jennifer Gibbons died suddenly in June's lap. Cause of death: acute myocarditis, a sudden, inexplicable inflammation of the heart. There was no poison, no trauma, no logical explanation. She simply died. Just as they had promised. After Jennifer's death, June began speaking fluently for the first time in her life. She re-entered society, got a job, and lives quietly today. But to this day, she's never fully explained what happened. Some believe it was a psychosomatic death, that Jennifer believed she had to die so strongly, she made it real. Others believe something more supernatural was at play. Were they possessed by one soul? The horror of the silent twins is psychological and existential. It's not about ghosts or monsters, but about losing yourself so completely in another person that you no longer exist.